Yeah, Al. Well, I didn't do it all in one sitting, Angel. Come on. You gotta make good decisions with your life. I did one 9-hour session, one 2-hour session, and then this session. Get it together, Bubsy. I appreciate you asking, Al, instead of telling me how bad this game is. This game is not a good game. And casually, it's probably not a ton of fun. There's a lot of really frustrating mechanics. Not the least of which being that it's a platformer with tank controls, which is... no thank you. But... I think as a speedrun, it's actually really cool. And there are some things that it did that were not terrible. Like, I think that if you sat down with it with a fresh perspective and not immediately going into it thinking it's going to be terrible, I think you could find some enjoyment out of it, but it's going to be limited.
Woo, what a rush!
Yo, all of the Bubsy puns are unironically good puns. In as much as a pun can be good. That's always my comment. Whenever someone comes into my stream and says, "This is a bad video game," I say, "Interesting, how long did you play it?" Yeah, you could tell that this game was obviously rushed. I'm admittedly biased, both in favor of bad games. I mean, let's be honest, I'm biased in favor of bad games. And also, I grew up on Bubsy games, and I really love Bubsy, so for me, there's some charm because it's a Bubsy game. I think... I cannot believe that I'm going this far to defend this game. But in the sake of playing devil's advocate, this game is highly stylized as well. Like, they knew they had low polygons. So instead of trying to make it look like Bubsy's in a forest or whatever the fuck Bubsy does, he's in this alien world. Like, the premise is he's in an alien world. And so it looks like it's straight out of a cartoon, like what you would think a cartoon would describe an alien world to look like.
2 points! Sting like a bee!
Have you ever played Alien Chess? Because until you have, I don't think you're qualified to speak on it. I casually played about half of Gex Enter the Gecko on stream, maybe like a year ago or so. I wasn't really enjoying it. I appreciate that there are people who for some reason consider that to be a bad game. I don't see it, but that's fine. And I don't think that that's my bias speaking. I just don't see that game being a particularly bad game. It's just one of those mediocre collectathon platformers. In my opinion. I mean, if you like the game, I'm sorry. It's just not for me. But it's definitely not a bad game. I don't accept that. Exactly, Mikey. Exactly. They may not have achieved their goal perfectly, but you have to admit that when you look at it, you can tell that they're going for something stylistically. And I think on some level it works. Not level, but like, to some way of thinking, they succeeded. Okay, okay, Bubsy, okay. I just like bad games. I mean, don't ask me my opinion about games. I'm gonna defend bad games. And it's not like I dislike good games and love bad games. I just like games. I like playing video games. They make me happy. And to have to dissect them into, like, this is good and this is bad, and, like, moralizing video games is not... No. A lot of the out of bounds, at least that you could get out of bounds, was known previously, but Nick's report, who's in my chat right now, a buddy of mine, he found more stuff and did a lot of rerouting for this game, and did me a favor because I expressed an interest in this game at one point. He did me the favor of making IL videos for this game, so I had the great fortune to have a high-quality video of a good route for every single stage, which allowed me to learn this game really quickly. I was dashing. Is there a game I genuinely dislike? I dislike a lot of games, but that's a very different question from, do I think a game is bad? I don't think there's very many games that are actually bad. I think every game has something to offer. Whether or not that's something that you want to receive is up to you, but I think every game has something to offer. I don't like MOBAs, I don't like most first-person shooters, I don't like... I don't know. I don't enjoy playing a lot of RPGs because I don't like to invest the time. But I appreciate RPGs, and I definitely have a few RPGs on my list of my favorite games, so... Most retro games, pretty much any platformer ever, I'm probably gonna like it. Maybe not love it, but like it on some level. Oh man, I've got to stop coughing. That sucks, right? Smart Ball, that's exactly what I was thinking of. This reminds me a lot of, like, if you watch the old Looney Tunes cartoons, the way that they envisioned Wacky Land. Absolutely, that's what I was going for. You can run this game 100%, but no one has. And frankly, I'm not really certain that anyone ever will. According to Nix, the amount of effort that you would have to put in to get 100% is really prohibitive. The speedrun for this game is exceptionally short for what it is. And it would go from being a 30-minute speedrun to like a 2-hour plus speedrun. Yeah, I have a Discord channel, or a Discord server for my stream, but I really just use it so that people can suggest games to me to speedrun. Because I'll speedrun pretty much anything. I mean, I reserve the right to look at the game and say it doesn't interest me, as I do with probably about half of them, but, I mean, my standards are pretty low. If it looks like it's going to be fun to me, and it's not going to take me forever, then I'll probably do runs of it at some point. My backlog's pretty long at this point, though. No. Me and Wordtress are never gonna get along, I'm sorry. You want Wordtress speedruns, you talk to Josh. Josh Boutro. Rascal on the PS1? Nope, no one has suggested Rascal. Until you came along and suggested Rascal, so thank you. Bubsy Visits the James Turrell Retrospective was a parody game, like, made in Shockwave Flash. It was a parody of Bubsy 3D, but it's like a fucking acid trip. That's fine. I don't know why that elephant fight gives me so much trouble. But he does. He really just gives me so much trouble. I need to start recording my stream, because I local record all my streams, but I local record them at the same bitrate that I stream at. I should start recording my streams at a much higher bitrate, and then I can cut them up for PBs and upload them to YouTube. Then I can tell people, well, if you want a stream that doesn't look like shit, check out my YouTube. Oh, please stop moving. Please stop moving forever. Why do I keep jumping so early there? Holy shit. Because that's one of those, if you miss it, you die jumps. So I should really, you know, get it together on that. I mean, Roadrunner Death Valley Rally. I played that game a lot as a kid. I liked it, but I don't know if I liked it because I didn't have a lot of games growing up, and I liked every game that I rented, or if it was actually decent. I get the impression from talking to people that it wasn't a good game.
Keep your arms and legs inside until this ride comes to a full and complete stop.
Okay. I remember playing it a lot as a kid. I didn't get very far, as is the case with a lot of games that I played, but I remember enjoying it. It was a game that I actually remember, because I probably rented a lot of games that I've forgotten by now.
I needed that.
Not good. That was a good split. I'm really happy with it. What was Tengen Roadrunner? I'm not even aware of it. Like I know what Tengen is, but I'm saying what was the game? I don't know what the arcade Roadrunner game is either. Like, what kind of game was it? You know what? Let's make it back to the ground, huh? How about that? Let's treat ourselves with a trip to the ground. Why? I just halfway killed the run. Actually, that's not necessarily true. I might be able to salvage it. Fuck you. Yo! Look who just salvaged the run. Alright. Not a great stage, but I clutched it out. Alright, you guys don't understand. I actually way screwed myself and I clutched it out. I was supposed to have the auto shooter that I used to do the sequence break for the red platform skip, but I lost it because I died right after I got it. And grabbing one of the atoms and just taking a total Hail Mary shot into the void to get it was the most clutch thing I've ever done in this game. Wasn't it that weird Famicom game that we were looking at where you can, like, fly always? It was very weird. Was that the one that we're talking about? I didn't get the joke originally, Kanata. Someone had to explain it to me. I just didn't put together that it was a reference to Escape from LA. I don't know how many lives I have, but I think I have enough that I can ignore all the ones in there. Come on, you can do this. Right. this is way better. We're in good shape right this second. What I can do when you do this. You've got to put down your shield eventually. God, what a shit move. You are a piece of shit, you know that? Fuck you. I got cheated. I got so cheated.
We suffered heavy casualties, but Bubsy has left the planet. Fire unlocked. At approximately 4,500 hours, our majestic queen soundly defeated the furry villain and placed it into custody. Unfortunately, no one bothered to take the stolen rockets from the culprit. Within seconds, it had constructed a working model of the X-1 rocket that brought it to our planet. Here to explain what happened next is Rayon's most renowned scientist, Professor Woody Nerdopowitz.
Ahem.
That's world
Using
record.
the stored atom capacity he'd built up in his fur.
The previous world record was 35 something by Ultra
Now
J
pay
Man.
attention! This is important information! Please, Professor, continue.
Thank
Yeah,
you, General. As I
it
was
says
saying,
right.
using the stored atom
Hold on, I can do
capacity
this.
built
I
up
can
in
do
his
this.
fur.
Right here. World record.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Now then, using the stored atom capacity he built up in his fur.
Which, I'd like to add, was stolen at the expense of the Woody Water and Power Company. You'll find this reflected in next month's electricity bill.
Really, if I could be allowed to continue. Using the stored atom capacity he built up in his fur. The prisoner was able to make an escape.
Now, this cloud does have a wool lining. Our understanding is that the hairy fiend did not procure enough rockets to build a complete model. Professor?
Yes, General, you are correct. For example, this ship has neither an oscillation overthruster nor a flux capacitor. Ahem. Without these items, the ship's secondary inversion nasal invariant beam will emit a tachyon pulse that...
In short, Mr. Fuzzy will find the rocket will not be able to return to Earth. Instead, it's to be stranded somewhere between Saturn and Uranus. I've just been informed that we've been able to establish a link with the rocket's onboard camera. That's the wrong feed! Try channel B12. Now, no one can stop our invasion plans. Earth and all its wood will be ours!
Nice.